Hi students, quick science of sound tutorial for you. We are hopeful that you will still be able to complete your cigar box guitars. We are going to do everything in our power to make sure that happens no matter what. However, before we can even consider it, we do have some science to learn about the guitar. So this is a 3-week study and we have designed it so that you can work at your own pace. There are a total of 29 slides, but not all 29 slides are slides you actually do anything on. Some of them are just directions or title pages. So as a rule of thumb, all of the white pages are something you actually have to do something to, except the top one. This first one, yeah, I just didn't want to change the background. I really like the white. So the gray ones, however, as you go through this study, you're going to notice there's not really anything to complete. Be careful though, some of these are clickable links, not specifically on the gray ones, but sometimes on titles. So this is the question we're trying to answer. How can we explain the scientific properties of sound and what are those structures and functions? What is the building materials? Why are they built this way? What is the reason they're built this way? So that's what we're really going to focus on when learning about the guitar. As we go through, I'm just popping through some slides so you can see what I'm expecting here. How and why the guitar works, you'll see that this slide specifically, it's a white slide. So that means you're doing something to it. And there's a video. Obviously, you're going to view the video. And then there's 3 things you learned here. You're just going to type in some things that you learned. Please use your best judgment. If you think you can type a complete sentence, then do it. We would like that you're continually practicing those expected skills. 2 things that you learned that might help you in building your own guitar. Could be additional things from the top here. And then 1 thing you would share with someone else or 1 thing you're still curious about learning. So that's something you would interact with. Anytime there's this type here or these dots right here, you're going to actually physically type. So you'd click on it and you delete that type here and you type your own, I learned that the guitar, and you keep going with your answer. All right, hope that makes sense. Okay, moving on, there's some slides that have more videos. This one actually has you doing something. If you can't do it, you'll still have to view the video and explain in complete sentences here. This is a gray one, so that means there isn't anything. It's just a title explaining what's going on here. You guys have seen these before, but this is a little bit lighter. It's the light version of vocabulary. We're only highlighting context clues, part of speech, definition of what sound waves are in a picture. And you guys know how to insert here, going up to image, search the web, sound waves. See what pops up. I want sound waves. Ooh, pretty cool image. Click on it, insert it, and shrink it down. So you should have something in this part of speech. Remember, this is nouns, verbs, adjectives, adverbs. This is your picture. Your definition does not have to be in a complete sentence. And then context clues, you're going to highlight. Highlight function is right here. So sound waves, ooh, they travel. I know that. So that gives me a good clue. Sound waves are traveling. All right, and I know that they go through air. So that gives me a clue of what sound waves are. All right, so that's what I would do there. I'm gonna undo those. All right, so we keep going. Oops, I'm gonna delete that so it can get posted for you guys. There's a video here. Type in here your answer to that question. Again, more of these. This tells you something you're supposed to do. This one here is a video, and you're going to respond here by typing in the mood. There's 5 different points, and they're going to ask you what the mood is in the music. This is a gray one. You're just have something to notice, something to read, get ideas from. Mood as well here, and it tells you where to pause this video, and then it tells you where to type. At the end of the video, it's going to tell you something about writing a story. You don't have to do that. And this is just 1-word answers, by the way. All right, let's keep going. This is a Venn diagram. You're going to compare and contrast. So compare is the center. What is similar about music and stories if you were to write a story versus play it in music form? And then what is different, stories and music? Think back to our composer in the classroom time. And I would like you to add 3 contrasts, what makes music different than stories, what makes stories different than music, and then 3 ways that they're similar on how the author or the artist will convey the mood. All right, geography, and the next one here. This is a grayscale because you're not doing anything here. I'm just explaining what happens. This one, virtual field trip, you're just going to generate, if you would like to use this is a generator. It has some ads on here, so you just click on it. And then there's 4 different countries, random countries. If you want to do a rerun here, you click, and then you just choose one that you like, and you're going to do a little research on it. Okay, you can click it a few times, get one that you'd prefer. And then you're going to go in here and you're going to do a little research using the internet. What's the country's flag? You're going to insert it using the insert tool. What's the country location in the world? Like what countries is it next to? What continent is it on? Native guitar style. What does their guitar look like in that country? See if you can try to find a picture. The language they speak in your country, foods they eat there, what kind of people live there? What are their jobs? Maybe have a picture of some of the people. No real expectation for that one, just kind of you doing some research and getting a feel for the people that live in that country. This one is a drag. It's a little difficult to pull these, but once you click on it and you kind of get that little, you see the 4 arrows and you're able to move it over to the spot that it belongs. So wherever the head might be, I'm not going to tell you, of course. At that point, I want you guys to be doing some research if you haven't already figured that out. So you'll have all of these dragged or drug to the correct spot. Okay. This one here is actually a link, so don't forget to make sure you're logged into Discovery Ed on a different tab. It tells you right here. So I would go over to single sign-on, a different tab, and I would log into my Discovery Ed. So I'm in there now. So I'm going to head back to my right here, and then I can click on the video. Okay, it won't let you if you're not logged in, so be careful. And then of course type here all of the different expectations. Continuing, and then this is just a little definition about a guitar bridge, and then guitar net. All right, don't forget to log in single sign-on. Use your complete sentences if you need to, or if it is applicable. Yes, you need to. Not in every area of this, but use your best judgment. If you have questions, pop into our office hours, and I hope you have a great time learning all about the guitar and the science of sound.